Hello, this is an open audition, sort of like an open letter, directed at any talent agent or producer or director out there. I'm primarily interested in working with David Lynch, Gilliam, Quentin Tarantino and J.J. Abrams. I apologise if I mispronounce that, but I will learn when I get to meet you. So what I would like to do is I would like to read a couple of monologues that I have chosen at random, just to try and demonstrate my range as an actor. And hopefully, if you like it, you will call me in for a proper audition. And if not, then so be it. It's not really an issue right now. All I really want to do is get my face out there as an actor. Show my talents to the world, and hopefully one of the four men I have mentioned will see something that they like and feel free to get in touch with me to arrange an interview or just a conversation. I know at least two of the directors stroke producers I have mentioned really just like to talk to their talent and feel them out that way. So we'll do that if that's what they want. That said, let's move on to some monologues. Here's the first one. You smell that? Do you smell that? Napalm, son. Nothing ever in the world smells like that. I love the smell of napalm in the morning. You know, one time we had a hill bombed for 12 hours. When it was all over, I walked up. We didn't find one of them. Not one stinking dink body. The smell, you know, that gasoline smell, the whole hill smelled like victory. Now this next one's a bit longer, but hopefully you'll bear with me, as I will bear with you in the future when I work with you. I take instructions very well, and so don't hesitate to just boss me about should I work with you, which hopefully I will. Okay, second monologue. Japanese submarine slammed 2 torpedoes into our side, Chief. It was coming back from the island of Tinian de Lady. Just delivered the bomb, the Hiroshima bomb. 1,100 men went into the water. Vessel went down in 12 minutes. Didn't see the first shark for about half an hour. Tiger, 13-footer. You know that when you're in the water, Chief, you tell by looking from the dorsal to the tail. Well, we didn't know, because our bomb mission had been so secret, no distress signal had been sent. They didn't even list us overdue for a week. Very first light, Chief, the sharks come cruising. So we formed ourselves into tight little groups. You know, it's kind of like old squares and battles, like you see on a calendar, like the Battle of Waterloo, and the idea was the shark nearest man, and then he'd start pounding and hollering and screaming, and sometimes the shark would go away, sometimes he wouldn't go away. Sometimes that shark, he looks you right in the eyes. You know, the thing about a shark, he's got lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. When he comes at you, doesn't seem to be living, until he bites you and those black eyes roll over white, and then you hear that terrible high-pitched screaming and the ocean turns red, and in spite of all the pounding and hollering, they all come in, rip you to pieces. You know, by the end of that first dawn, lost 100 men. I don't know how many sharks, maybe 1,000. I don't know how many men. They average 6 an hour. On Thursday morning, Chief, I bumped into a friend of mine, Herbie Robinson from Cleveland, baseball player, bosom's mate. I thought he was asleep. Reached over to wake him up. Bobbed up and down in the water, just like a kind of top. Upended. Well, he'd been bitten in half below the waist. Noon the fifth day, Mr. Hooper, a Lockheed Ventura saw us. He swung in low and he saw us. He's a young pilot, a lot younger than that Mr. Hooper. Anyway, he saw us and came in low. And 3 hours later, a big fat PBY comes down and starts to pick us up. You know, that was the first time I was most frightened, waiting for my turn. I'll never put on a life jacket again. So, 1,100 men went into the water, 316 men came out. The sharks took the rest. June the 29th, 1945. Anyway, we delivered the bomb.